It's now my pleasure to introduce our graduate student speaker, Zain Suleman. I see he has his fan club. Okay, today Zain graduates with a Master in Teaching degree in elementary teacher education. Born and raised on Seattle's East Side, Zain brings a rich perspective shaped by his experiences as an Ismaili Muslim and by family roots that span Tanzania, South Africa, and Pakistan. Those experiences have deepened his belief in the power of education to bring people together across differences and help build stronger, more connected communities. As an educator, Zain is committed to helping young people lead with kindness, compassion, curiosity, and respect for others. He hopes to inspire his students to see themselves not only as learners, but as global citizens with the ability to make a positive difference in the world. Please join me in warmly welcoming to the podium, Zain Suleman.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening, University of Washington College of Education community. Assalamu alaikum, which means may peace be upon you in Arabic. My name is Zain Suleman, and it has been one of the greatest honors of my life to be a part of the Masters in Elementary Teaching program here at the University of Washington. This year has taught me so much, not just about teaching, but about people, humanity, and the kind of world that we want to leave behind for the next generation. Tonight, speakers were asked to reflect what it means to solve for X. And I've been thinking a lot about what X really means. Growing up on the east side of Seattle in suburban America, I was surrounded, like many of us were, by a culture that was constantly telling us what mattered. Social media, fame, money, status, chasing the bag and looking perfect. Consumerism taught us to focus on the outside instead of the inside. And for a while, I actually believed that too. But when I was a teenager, both of my parents were diagnosed with cancer. And suddenly, everything changed. Because when you sit beside the people you love in moments of uncertainty, you realize that life is not about appearances, popularity, or possessions. It's about people, and it's about kindness. My father used to always tell me, live simply so others can simply live. And that wisdom stayed with me. You see, my family comes from Tanzania, South Africa, and Pakistan. And as an Ismaili Muslim, my faith taught me values that have deeply shaped who I am. Service, compassion, pluralism, and the belief that our responsibility is to leave the world better than how we found it. In our community, we pray in what we call a Jamaat Khana, a mosque and gathering space. And growing up there taught me that faith is not just about belief. It's about how we treat people, and it's about serving humanity. So I started volunteering at my local Jamaat Khana, working with children and families from Afghanistan, East Africa, and immigrant communities right here in Seattle. And those kids changed my life. They reminded me that every single child deserves dignity, opportunity, and belonging. And that's when I realized that education was my calling. Because educators do far more than teach reading and math. Educators shape hearts. We help students discover their voice, and we teach empathy in a world that profits from division. I remember working with a student who had hesitated before speaking in class, unsure if their voice even belonged in the room. And in remembering that experience, X becomes clear to me. X is belonging. X is creating spaces where children feel safe enough to speak, brave enough to dream, and valued enough to be themselves. And that is what educators do every single day. We solve for humanity. And right now, humanity needs us. Because across the Middle East, families are living through war after war. And across sub-Saharan Africa, millions of people are still facing hunger and poverty, while much of the world looks away. We are living in a time where greed division and selfishness are often rewarded. But I believe that we can choose a different path. To my fellow graduates, never underestimate the impact that you're about to have on this world, because one kind teacher can change the trajectory of a child's life forever. We can inspire children to become kinder, more compassionate, more accepting, and even more courageous. And to everyone here tonight, families, friends, faculty, and staff, you are changing the world too. Through kindness, through service, and through standing up for people who feel unseen, because we never really know what someone else is carrying. As a Muslim growing up in America, there were moments where I felt ashamed to fully embrace who I was because of how we're portrayed in society. But over time, I've realized something important. None of us should have to hide who we are in order to belong. Not me. Not me, not you, definitely not our students. No one. Because beneath all of these labels and divisions, we are one human family. And maybe that is the real answer to X. Maybe solving for X means choosing empathy over ego, service over selfishness, and love over fear. And maybe, just maybe, if we can commit to that together, the next generation won't just inherit the world that we've given them, maybe they'll heal it. I want to say thank you so much to the incredible faculty, staff, families, and communities who helped all of us here reach this moment today. To my fellow graduates, I'm so proud of you all, and I know you're going to do amazing things in this world. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak here today. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Much love, and until the end, go Dogs. Peace out.
Thank you, Zain.